Greetings, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Tom.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
It is our festival unit for today. We often talk about different kinds of festivals, which could also be translated as holidays, like Christmas and Chinese New Year, Halloween, stuff like that. But festival can also refer to some kind of event where a lot of people are going to attend, and usually it can be some kind of music festival. There's the South by Southwest Festival in Austin, Texas every year. But here in Taiwan, I guess what do we have? The Spring Scream or something down in Kending, and sometimes there's one over by Gongliao or something like that. These are music festivals, but we're talking about one in Japan, good old Japan, and it's festive fun at Fuji Rock.
Yeah, so festive is the adjective form of the noun festival. So if something's festive, it looks like, oh, it's holiday time. There's a lot of happy people around. Maybe they've decorated. We're going to go ahead and talk about that after we read through today's lesson.
As you ride a gondola to the top of Japan's Naeba ski resort, a rush of adrenaline pulses through your veins. Although it's an idyllic location for skiing in winter, in summer, it hosts the largest outdoor musical festival in Japan. While passing over the lush forests and sparkling streams below, you hear the sound of electric guitars echoing in the distance. By the time you reach the main stage, thousands of partygoers are going wild as the headline act performs. You're in rock and roll heaven at the Fuji Rock Festival. Fuji Rock was first held in 1997 at a resort near Mount Fuji, hence its name. Although the venue changed to the Naeba Ski Resort in 1999, the original name stuck. Every summer, Fuji Rock welcomes over 200 bands from around the world to perform during the 3-day event. The music performed at the festival isn't limited to rock. There is also pop, electronic, rap, folk, and jazz, so every kind of music fan is catered to. In addition to music, attendees can enjoy delicious food and beverages provided by vendors. They can even dip in a hot spring bath while taking in the breathtaking mountain scenery. Unlike many festivals, which are littered with trash, Fuji Rock aims to be the cleanest festival in the world, encouraging recycling and cleanup. Although the majority of the featured bands are from Japan, a fair share of Western acts, including Eminem, Oasis, Coldplay, and Radiohead, have also performed there. For several years, Taiwan's top heavy metal group, Sonic, has been one of the main attractions at Fuji Rock as well. This year's Fuji Rock will include performances by Beck and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Be sure to check out Fuji Rock if you're looking for some rock and roll fun in the land of the rising sun.
Okay, guys, we're going to have some fun at Fuji Rock. I've never personally attended Fuji Rock before, that festival in Japan.
Neither have I. I haven't either.
So we're going to take off to Japan today. We're going to a ski resort, Naeba Ski Resort. We're going to get there by gondola. We have a gondola ride right here in Taiwan.
Two of them, actually.
Yeah.
At least two.
I'm thinking of the Malcolm gondola right now. I went on it the other day for the first time. It was kind of fun. I recommend going before it gets too hot. It's too late right now. I think it's too hot to go up there. But it's kind of fun. It's a small compartment. It looks like a little car. And you get inside, and it's on a cable that takes you up high. And this is how you can go to the top of Japan's Naeba Ski Resort. You can ride the fun gondola. A resort is a fun place where you go to relax. You can get a room sometimes and stay overnight. Some resorts have tennis courts and pools and massage areas like spas where you can go and just relax. They're great.
Yeah, indeed. So a resort has more than just a hotel. Hotels have lots of facilities, but a resort may have a beach and other kinds of activities. And so this is a ski resort. So you can go skiing there, but they'll probably also have a chalet with other facilities, restaurants, maybe hot springs or a sauna or something like that. But this is not actually the winter time. It's the summer. But in any case, you are riding in that gondola, and then you get this rush of adrenaline pulsing through your veins. Adrenaline is a kind of hormone in your body. It's also known as epinephrine. And basically, your adrenaline is released in your body when you confront a situation in which you need to use your muscles more. So it helps you increase your breathing and your blood circulation. And adrenaline also increases your metabolism.
It helps you run if you're faced with danger. For example, a bear is standing in front of you.
Oh, no.
It helps get your body kicked into action so you can run. Now, it's described as an idyllic location. Idyllic just means perfect. Your ideal is the perfection of what you're pursuing or that you want. What's your ideal vacation? My ideal vacation is in the mountains, not the beach. But other people prefer to go to the beach. Well, it's in an ideal location, so we're using the adjective form idyllic. Idyllic location for skiing in winter. In summer, it hosts the largest outdoor musical festival in Japan. Sounds like a beautiful place. When I was in college, my university was located in the mountains. And it was the same kind of thing. These ski resorts in the summer would not be able to, host people who wanted to ski because there's no snow, but we'd have lots of outdoor concerts. Beautiful area. It sounds like they're doing that in Japan too.
Indeed, you got that land there, so you might as well try to use it and make some money from it because ski resorts do use a lot of real estate.
Yeah.
So here they're going to have a rock festival outdoors at this ski resort, and while passing over the lush forests and sparkling streams below, you hear the sound of electric guitars echoing in the distance. You probably hear drums beating as well, the echo of drums in the mountains. So yes, indeed, you are passing over these lush forests. Lush means you've got a lot of vegetation. You've got a lot of greenery there, maybe a lot of fields too. You just see a lot of plants and a lot of green in a very small space. We could say the mountains in Taiwan indeed are very lush. You've also got sparkling streams. Sparkling here just refers to the visual phenomenon of seeing sparks, okay? That would be the sun reflecting off the surface of those streams as if there are sparkles down there, little tiny bits of fire.
Yeah, it makes it look extra pretty. It feels good to be around streams. The lush forest sounds really good to me right now. What can you hear? Tom described what you could see, but you can also hear something there. And you're hearing the sound of electric guitars echoing in the distance. So you can kind of hear people who are playing their electric guitars. If something's echoing, it's repeating again and again and again. So by the time you reach the main stage, thousands of party goers are going wild as the headline act performs. If you're a party goer, you're someone who goes to a party. It's pretty easy. We just put those two words together. To go to a party, party goer is a person, and this is the plural form. If you're the headline act at some event, some festival, some concert, it means you are the most famous, the most popular of all the acts that were invited to perform. You're probably the reason why people are there at that particular event or festival. And the last sentence in the first paragraph says, you're in rock and roll heaven at the Fuji Rock Festival. So we often use this word heaven to describe something that's just great. It's perfect for us. Sometimes I'm in shopping heaven when I'm in my favorite mall that has my favorite stores. I was in chocolate heaven last night because I was eating pieces of my favorite fudge that I ordered from America and had shipped over here. So heaven's just a word we use to talk about a time, a place when we're really, really fulfilled and happy.
Yeah, right on. Spot on there, Stephanie. You're in rock and roll heaven there. If you dig rock and roll music with those loud guitars and the bass guitar and the drums, maybe some keyboards and some wild vocals and jumping around on the stage and stuff, this is the place for you. Well, here in the next paragraph, it tells us Fuji Rock, or the Fuji Rock Festival, was first held in 1997 at a resort near Mount Fuji, hence its name. Y'all know about Mount Fuji, of course. That's kind of the national symbol of Japan. Every travel poster about Japan is going to have Mount Fuji on that travel poster. So they used to have this rock festival near Mount Fuji, and hence, therefore, we have this name. That's what hence here just means. As a result of that, for this reason, as a consequence, this is the name. It was held at Mount Fuji, therefore we have the name.
Sure. Mount Fuji's pretty beautiful. Even if you're in Tokyo, I know a lot of our listeners travel to Japan on vacation from Tokyo. If you're in a very high building, you can actually see Mount Fuji. So it's kind of cool. If you go when there's a clear sky, I should say. Now, you're there, and we're going to go back through the history. It was first held in 1997. The venue has changed, though, since it originated. The venue, if you talk about the venue of an event, a meeting, some sort of conference, it's where something is being held. It's the location of some sort of event. Here we're talking about where the Fuji Rock Festival actually is held. Although the venue changed to the Naiba Ski Resort in 1999, the original name stuck. If something sticks, stuck is the past tense form of the verb to stick. It means it doesn't move. It stays with you. Sometimes you might get stuck in the mud if you're driving and there's been a lot of rain and your tires won't move. You can get stuck. If some name or tune, you just can't get it out of your head, you can say, oh, it's stuck in my head.
The name stuck, yeah. When I was younger, my parents used to call me Skipper. And the reason is because we used to go sailing on a lake in northern Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I was just a kid, and I wore a sailor's cap, and I acted like I was driving the boat. So they started calling me Skipper, and the name just kind of stuck. And that's my nickname at home. Hey, Skipper, how you doing?
Really? Wow.
Indeed, that's an example. So, yeah, sometimes things just stick. Stuck, of course, is the past tense there. And that brings us about to the midway point in today's lesson, so we're going to take a break right now, a time out, and listen to our Chinese teacher.
Hello everyone, my name is Tina. 我们来看一下今天文章的第一个句子写着 As you ride a gondola to the top of Japan's Naiba ski resort, a rush of adrenaline pulses through your veins. 在这里提到呢，这个日本苗场的滑雪胜地，那么你要上到山顶呢，你就感觉肾上腺素在血管当中跳动着。那么跟前面的这个 ski resort 可以互相连接的，我们第一个空格可以选择 sentence D。Sentence D 里面提到 Although it's an idyllic location for skiing in winter, in summer it hosts the largest outdoor musical festival in Japan. 这样我们就可以把关键字 ski resort 来搭配后面讲到这是一个非常完美在冬天滑雪的胜地，但是到了夏天它呢就可以用来主办日本最盛大的户外音乐季。顺着这样子的文意，我们来看到后面的句子写着 While passing over the lush forests and sparkling streams below, you hear the sound of electric guitars echoing in the distance. 你会发现后面提到这个电吉他的声音在远处回响着。顺着这个文意，第二题我们可以选择 sentence F。Sentence F 提到By the time you reach the main stage, thousands of partygoers are going wild as the headline act performs. 在这里提到呢，当你到达主舞台的时候，你就会发现数千名派对参加者在这个最大咖的表演者演出时，整个的陷入疯狂。在这里我们讲到 the headline act 指的呢，可以算是整个节目当中最头条最大咖的表演者了，而这样子就可以搭配前面听到远处有这个电吉他的声音回响，走到主舞台，你会发现大家都陷入了疯狂。接着第二段的第一句提到 Fuji Rock was first held in 1997 at a resort near Mount Fuji, hence its name.为什么叫做富士摇滚呢？当然是因为在1997年呢，刚开始在一个靠近富士山的度假胜地举办，所以就因此得名咯。顺着这样的文意，第三题我们可以选择 Sentence A， 这里提到 Although the venue changed to the Naeba Ski Resort in 1999, the original name stuck.在这里的 venue 指的呢就是场地，前面提到是一个靠近富士山的度假胜地，它是用来举办音乐季。虽然这样子的场地后来换到了苗场滑雪胜地，但是它的名字也就是 original name 原本的名字还是保留了下来，所以顺应文意，第三题的标准答案我们就选择 A 选项。
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay, let's continue talking about Fuji Rock. We're having festive fun at Fuji Rock. It takes place every summer at a ski resort in Japan. We talked a little bit about the history. It began near Mount Fuji, and that's where we get the name, hence the name. But it later moved to the Naeba Ski Resort, which is northwest of Tokyo somewhere. It's kind of near Nagano, where the Olympics were held one year, the Winter Olympics in Japan there. So you can expect there to be lots of ski resorts in that part of Japan. The Japan Alps, I believe that part of the country is referred to. But let's continue here. Every summer, Fuji Rock welcomes over 200 bands from around the world to perform during the 3-day event. My goodness, that is a large number of bands or musical groups. They come there from all over the world. And this also tells us that this event is a 3-day event. It lasts for 3 days.
Tom, I think one of our friends has performed at the Mount Fuji Rock Festival.
Yeah, I wonder if Revilement have performed.
Revilement, yeah.
Probably, very likely.
We have a friend.
It's a great band. Oh.
Yeah, it's what do you call that kind of rock he does?
He told it scream rock or something.
Scream rock? Yeah, he screams. He doesn't sing.
Something like that.
Yeah, kind of fun to go and perform in another country. So they've got a lot of bands there. They perform over 3 days. Notice that when we talk about how long something is, we don't say 3 days event.
Oh, no.
Take the S off the day, guys. It becomes an adjective. You put a hyphen in the middle, 3-day event. You could say a 1-hour meeting or a 2-hour meeting. Never say 2 hours meeting. I see that a lot.
Or a 6-hour drive. You could also say
exactly.
that.
So remember, you take the S off the hour or the minute or whatever you've got going there. The music performed at the festival isn't limited to rock. If something's limited to something, that means that's all there is. But we're saying that's not all there is. There's lots of different kinds of music. There's pop, electronic, rap, folk, jazz. There's no opera or classical, so don't go there for that. Go somewhere else. So every kind of music fan is catered to. If you're being catered to, this is a 被动, this is a passive construction. It means people are serving you, they're giving you what you want, they're satisfying your needs. It doesn't have to be food. It could be, like we're talking about here, entertainment.
Entertainment, right? So you've got all these different genres of music, including electronic music, which is kind of like club music, dance music, drum and bass, two-step, dubstep, things like that. So you could dance your hearts away or dance the night away at these festivals. I think they probably last all night as well.
Wow.
Now, in addition to music, attendees can also enjoy delicious food and beverages provided by vendors. Duh, that makes sense. If there are going to be all these people there, of course, vendors are going to go there to try to make some money as well, and they're probably going to be offering all kinds of different sorts of food for you to try. Food and beverages. Beverages, of course, are drinks, and a vendor, of course, is somebody who sells something, especially if they're kind of small and they can move around. A vendor, yeah.
Before we go on, I kind of wanted to, I guess, define one of the sounds, the words that Tom used in duh. Duh is something that we actually say quite frequently, and it just means 당연. It's like, of course, everybody knows that. But we don't say it to be mean or sarcastic. It's just like, yeah, duh. It's kind of the fun sound. We grew up with it, and you may continue to hear it, not just from your foreign friends, but maybe on TV and in the movies. Duh. Like, of course, I know that. So it's a really great place where you can have lots of good music and delicious food. That's why I go. I want the good food. And beverages, everything like that. Now, they can even dip in a hot spring bath while taking in the breathtaking mountain scenery. I think Tom mentioned that some of these resorts that you can go to around the world have hot springs there, which is really nice, that you can enjoy. You can relax. You can also take in. Take in just means you go and see something. You can take in a movie, take in some sightseeing. Here, they're taking in beautiful or breathtaking mountain scenery. If it's breathtaking, it takes your breath away, so that when you're actually looking at the scenery, you might actually do this. So beautiful.
Yep, it takes your breath away so you can enjoy it. You can take in that breathtaking mountain scenery. Scenery is just what things look like in the great out of doors. And this is not a countable noun, so please don't say sceneries. I've heard that so often. I'm even beginning to wonder if that's the correct form because people say it so often. But a scene can be countable, like different scenes in a movie. But here, scenery is non-count. I like the scenery in Hualien, for example.
I do too.
Unlike many festivals, which are littered with trash, Fuji Rock aims to be the cleanest festival in the world, encouraging recycling and cleanup. That doesn't surprise me. This is in Japan, one of the world's cleanest countries.
It's very clean
We
there.
could all learn a thing or two from them. But yeah, lots of festivals like South by Southwest or other festivals, especially in Europe or other parts of the world, will be littered with trash. Well, maybe not in Germany. They're pretty clean too. But in any case, to be littered means there is all sorts of trash, refuse, rubbish, garbage all over the place. People just don't pick up after themselves. And so litter here is being used as a verb to litter with trash. In other words, there is trash everywhere.
Yeah. Now, notice the word cleanup here, guys. Cleanup is actually a verb phrase that has been turned into a noun by taking the verb and the preposition and putting them together to clean up. So it's cleanup. It's cleanup time, people. Now, let's take a look at the very last paragraph here. It says, although the majority of the featured bands are from Japan, a fair share of Western acts, including Eminem, Oasis, Coldplay goes. Wow, and Radiohead.
They've been there. I don't know that they go every year.
In the past, they've performed in Radiohead. And like we said, our friend who has a band, Revilement, has performed there in the past too. It's kind of fun.
Gotta see that. I would go there just to see them.
Just to see him. He's great. Now, featured, if something's featured, it means it's a highlight. So it's something that people are really excited to have. Maybe it's part of an exhibition, an art exhibition, or maybe you have a conference and the featured speaker is some famous person that everyone's excited about. Well, most of the bands do come from Japan, but a fair share of, which means, there's a pretty good number. It's a pretty good number of Western acts, and they include some of the very famous bands who have performed there in the past.
Yeah, more than just a couple. There are quite a few there. Maybe not as many as the Japanese bands, but still a fair share, a pretty good amount of Western bands bands of Western acts, and those include the names of the bands you just mentioned there. Eminem, the Slim Shady guy, Oasis, that's a band from England with the Gallagher brothers. Coldplay, I can't think of their hits right offhand. The guy used to be married to that American actress, Gwyneth Paltrow or whatever. And, of course, Radiohead, Kid A is one of their best albums. They've all performed there before. And for several years, Taiwan's top metal group, Thonic, I hope I said that right, has been one of the main attractions at Fuji Rock as well. So Taiwan, of course, produces some pretty good music here, and the bands have probably gone there to perform. An attraction is something that people are attracted to. One of the main events, you could say, one of the bands that attracts or gets the most attention. Thonic, you can hear some pretty heavy metal rhythms there, maybe some wild guitar solos as well.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Now, this year's Fuji Rock, if you have plans to go, you'll be able to see Beck and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Those are great bands, so be sure to check out Fuji Rock if you're looking for some rock and roll fun in the Land of the Rising Sun. Land of the Rising Sun, of course, is the nickname for the country of Japan. Right now, guys, we're going to listen once more to our Chinese teacher.
虽然叫做富士摇滚，但是却有多样性的音乐的类型在这当中。我们来看到第4个空格，后面半句写着 There is also pop, electronic, rap, folk, and jazz, so every kind of music fan is catered to. 看到呢，有这么多不同的音乐类型，可以迎合所有乐迷的喜好。在这里的 cater to 就是有迎合喜好的意思。搭配这样的文意，第4个空格可以选择 sentence C。In addition to music, attendees can enjoy delicious food and beverages provided by vendors. 前面提到音乐，后面就顺应着文意，除了音乐之外呢，参加者还可以享受美食、饮料，因为这里有很多的摊贩，甚至后面还提到你还可以去泡汤呢。所以第4题的标准答案我们就选择 C 选项。最后一段的第一句提到 Although the majority of the featured bands are from Japan, a fair share of Western acts including Eminem, Oasis, Coldplay, and Radiohead have also performed there. 当然咯，主要的特色的这个乐团是来自于日本，但是还是有一些西方不错的表演者在那边表演。顺应这样的文意，第5题我们可以选择 Sentence E。Sentence E 提到 For several years, Taiwan's top heavy metal group, Thonic, has been one of the main attractions at Fuji Rock as well. 除了有日本、美国、西方，甚至也有台湾呢很顶尖的闪灵重金属乐团，也曾经是富士摇滚的主要亮点之一。所以就搭配文意，这里讲到了有不同的乐团来自日本、西方以及台湾。所以有空的话呢，不妨来参加这所谓的 Fuji Rock， 到富士摇滚来欣赏你所喜欢的音乐类型。OK， 以上就是今天的课文讲解，谢谢收听。
That is it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you got time, go check out Fuji Rock in Japan. It's going to be a blast. From all of us here at English Digest, I'm Tom.
I'm Stephanie.
Goodbye.
Bye.